Hello, and welcome back to the Mongoose Mini Series. Now, the past few episodes I've been demonstrating for you guys how to disassemble components, clean them, and reassemble so that this bike runs great right out of the box. In addition to that, I demonstrated how to make a paint booth and how not to plastic dip a frame. Now, today I actually want to show you guys upgrades, and I want to show you the upgrades that I've done to this bike, and I think you guys are going to be incredibly surprised at how little I've actually invested for the quality of components that I've got on here. Alright, so real talk here for a second. Now, I had a lot of comments and a lot of questions about why I'm upgrading my bike, why I'm spending so much money. I've had a couple people even telling me that what I've done is not budget friendly to this bike. And I think the main takeaway that I want you guys to get from this video is the fact that upgrades, even with high-end components, do not always need to be expensive. You definitely need to do your research, you definitely need to look around to find the best deals, but don't neglect local forums, using Amazon, because you can actually get some super good deals on Amazon, and checking out a lot of the big-time retailers for bike stuff like Chain Reaction and Jensen, because you can find a lot of good prices on there on the regular. Now let's talk upgrades, and I'll start with the most glaring upgrade that I've made to this bike, and it is the tires. Now, the original tires on this bike are actually not too bad. I rode them for quite a while with no real issues, but they're really heavy. I decided to finally just make the switch and go with a better tire, particularly just so I could bring that weight down a little bit. So what I went with is these Maxxis Mammoths, and these I got for an absolute steal. I bought them off of somebody locally from a local forum, and I got them for 80 bucks for the set, so $40 a tire, which is absurd. That's, you know, less than probably 50% of the original price. And the nice thing is these things cut down my rotating weight by literally 50%. So I dropped about 6 or 8 pounds just in changing my tires over. The next most notable upgrades that I've made since I've been going through this bike build is the headset, which is an FSA Pig headset, and this thing is an absolute beast. I got this thing locally during a sale at one of the shops that I'm a member at for $17.99, which is a good price for it. Usually they're about $22 to $25. The stem and the bars I ordered from Chain Reaction Cycles, and I paid $21.99 for the stem. It's an Answer ATAC AME stem, and then the bars were $33, and they are nuke-proof Sam Hills, and these things are freaking monsters. They're 800 millimeters, so I may end up cutting them down, but I'm going to give them a try first just to see how they run at that huge width. A lot of the other upgrades I've made to my bike I covered in a previous video, however I never talked price, so we'll do that on this one. So to start off, I've got my rapid fire trigger shifter. I ordered that off of Amazon and got it for $16.89. The next upgrade that I made, which I felt is probably one of the best upgrades I've ever done, was the brakes, and that's the hydraulic brakes. That's the levers, the hoses, and calipers. It came as a set, both front and rear, for $54.99, and I also got those off of Amazon. In addition, I've got new grips, which I paid $6 for at a local shop, and I've got bar ends, which I paid $4 for at a local shop. Another major upgrade I made to the bike are the brake rotors, and I went with a set of Shimano SLX rotors, and I got a huge deal for these actually at REI for $15 a piece during their Memorial Day sale, so $30 for the pair. So I upgraded my seat post and my seat clamp with components off of Amazon. The seat post was $13.99, the seat clamp was $8.95. I also got my bottom bracket off Amazon. It's a YST, and that cost me $14.95. Now, as far as the drivetrain, I got super lucky here because I had a friend that was going through and making some repairs, and he gave me all of his spare components. So I got the crank arms and the chainring for free, so total huge bonus there. Those are the upgrades I've made thus far, and to be honest with you, there's not many more components on this bike that I could really change, with the exception of the fork, with maybe going with an air fork, and that rear derailleur, which I do plan on changing at some time in the future. But altogether, I've got just about $500 tied up into this bike, and I've got a real performer. I mean, this thing has components on it that mirror those in the $1,000 plus bike range, so really not too bad. Now, the other benefit I've seen from this upgrade process is a substantial drop in weight. So I went from just about 44 pounds when this thing was brand new down to about 34 pounds now after this upgrade. and that's a super impressive feat for a Mongoose Hitch, but it's even still a fairly respectable weight in the sub $1,000 fat bike game. So overall, I'm really excited about the upgrades I've done to this bike. I'm even happier with the price tag because I've got a real performer for about $500, and I just can't wait to get this thing out and see how it performs actually on the trails. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the Mongoose Mini Series and all of the upgrades I've done to my bike. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up, and check back regularly because I'll be coming to you with a ton more videos. Thanks again.